Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Today, we'll be discussing a very important topic a very important aspect of personal injury, which is clinical negligence. It's a bit complex area, and sometimes it's also misunderstood area. So we have got today an expert on that area. So we welcome Mr. Shushanto Shaha, Principal Solicitor of Avista Solicitors, who has got a vast experience in this area of law. Welcome, Mr. Shaha.
Thank you, Joydev. Thank you for inviting me.
You are welcome. So if I just start with the basic thing, the term is clinical negligence. So what does it actually mean in real world?
Thank you. Joydev, first of all, as you know that negligence is negligence, but clinical means that who has the expertise to deal with the clinical issues, like the
Mhm,
medical professional, GP, surgeon, dentist, they all owe a duty of care to their patient.
mhm.
And when there is a breach of the duty, or we call that standard is below than the reasonable care, then there is a breach. That is the clinical negligence all about.
All right. So you have mentioned that reasonable standard and duty of care.
Mhm.
Sometimes we find clients who come to our office that they have suffered some medical treatment which they probably did not like or did not expect, and they think that they have got a negligence claim against the medical professionals. So how do you advise and deals with this matter in real world?
Okay. In real world, when we receive a complaint from a client that he or she is not very happy with the outcome of the treatment or the way they have received the treatment, we
Mhm,
always first ask for, okay, give us the brief facts. Okay. And then we assess the merits of the matter. You
mhm,
need to first, understand that breach itself is not enough to claim the medical negligence. Okay. There is two tests. In our law, we call but for test, but for the general public, for
mhm,
them to understand, let me make it very clear that breach itself, that either a professional body, NHS, or a particular, GP or dentist, they acknowledge, yes, I'm a human. We all are human. I made a honest mistake. But does it
mhm.
make that they have a claim? No. They have to prove that breach itself is not sufficient enough to claim the negligence claim. They have to prove that
Mhm.
but for that negligence, they have suffered a loss which they can easily avoid. They would not have suffered this injury, but for their negligent, which they could have easily avoided. That's why they have suffered injury, and they are entitled to claim. This is not the mercy from the NHS or from the GP. It is their right. They are entitled to claim.
All right. So do you mean by but for also that it does not have to be very remote?
No,
Do you
it
also
doesn't.
mean that?
No. It doesn't have to be remote. What I mean to say for the general people to understand that they have suffered a substandard care from under NHS or from GP
Mhm,
or private doctor, but that care, according to the uh, another reasonable doctor, if they consider that that care they have received is not standard care, then
mhm.
it amounts to satisfy the causation. Means breach is there and the causation they have to satisfy. Then they have a valid claim.
All right. So you mentioned that probably they will have to ask for another doctor's opinion. Does that mean that the people themselves will not be able to understand whether they have got a clinical negligence claim against the doctor or not, or whether they need to advise? legal people.
Okay, let me quickly give you a big case ever I have faced and I had to drop the case. Okay, quickly, let me
Hmm.
give you the quick fact of the case. The gentleman, very young gentleman, okay, Indian origin, suffered a little, earache at home and subsequently didn't feel well, called the ambulance came, taken him to the hospital, and he went to the hospital, gentle walk, without any help. And he had to wait in the hospital for longer hours and suddenly collapse, having after checked by the NHS that he has a symptom of a stroke.
Hmm.
And subsequently he died. And once
Oh,
we received the all the GP record, hospital records, inquest records, what we found that yes, it is a good case. We vetted that case through a two expert, and they both are of the same opinion that we have a very genuine medical negligence claim. Subsequently, we
hmm.
have also obtained the council opinion, who is of the same line with us, that yes, it is a good case. And when we spend a
Right.
significant amount of money to obtain another expert opinion related with this patient, he was of the view that yes, NHS admitted breach is there, but his stroke and as a result of cardiac arrest was such an uh, complex situation that not a doctor can survive the patient.
All right.
So it means breach is there, but causation is missing. That's why
Hmm.
we had to drop this case. Ever big case Avista has received, but we had to drop the case because causation is missing. And as you can see that what solicitor we lawyer do, we vetting the medical records, put before an expert in the same line what is their opinion, and then we also engage if necessary counsel's opinion. If there is no case to be answered by the NHS, then you have to drop, no matter how much money you have
Definitely.
spent. But it was a
Definitely.
unfortunate situation that we had to decide not to pursue that claim.
Hmm. You have mentioned that you look for medical documents, opinion from the experts, as well as opinion from the legal counsel. That means the barristers, practicing barristers. That means a lot of cost. So, someone who has suffered personal injury or clinical negligence, in most cases, we have seen that they're not able to bear that cost. So,
Mhm.
how do you handle cost in these scenarios?
Cost in this scenario usually most of the cases when we found that there is a merits in the case, either
Hmm.
through my own experience, through the medical records, having after vetting through another line of the expert. If we are of the view that yes, NHS or particular GP or dentist, there is a case to be answered, we take the case on a no win no fee basis, and we
All right.
invest from our farm, we invest money with the hope that it will give us good return. That's all the solicitors they do. And when there
So
is
it, yeah.
50-50 chance, sorry to intervene, when there is a 50-50 chance, no solicitor will take that risk, otherwise they'll be
Hmm.
bankrupt. They don't take the risk. They put before the
Definitely. Definitely.
client, this is the strength and this is the weakness of your case. If you want to take the risk, then you have to engage with the privately funded. We also engaged after the event insurance.
Hmm.
This is how we can survive, and we take the matter further as per the client's expectation and instructions.
All right. Thank you so much. We aim to uh, do a couple of sessions on clinical negligence. So, uh, from the point of technical questions, I will rest the question here. But I want to ask you another personal question. You have mentioned that from your experience, you judge the facts.
Mhm.
So, for how long are you practicing in this area?
In this area, I have been practicing over 17 years, and I have
Hmm.
settled many complex cases, and I have been serving, mainly South London area, but many cases has come all over the UK, and I can definitely claim that I have a profound knowledge in this area of practice.
All right. That's good to know, and definitely good for the viewers who are in the local area of Morden and around here. So, thank you, Mr. Shah, for joining us today and enlightening us with your knowledge. And hopefully, in our next session, we'll be delving deep into the clinical negligence area a bit more.
No problem at all.
So,
You are always welcome. I'll be more than happy to assist our clients all around the UK.
So, viewers, as you have heard, Mr. Shah is an expert in personal injury cases as well as clinical negligence. So, if you have got any questions or if you think that there is a misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis, you can definitely contact him and discuss with him about the matters. The details are given in the video details. So, stay tuned with us and hopefully you will enjoy and join our next session as well. Until
Thank you,
then, stay well and enjoy the weekend. Thank you so much.
audience. Bye bye.